Imagine being the last king standing on a crumbling throne, with enemies closing in and your kingdom slipping through your fingers. That's exactly the storm Zedekiah faced, a man caught between loyalty, rebellion, and inevitable doom. Most people think his story is just ancient history, but what if it holds a powerful secret about leadership, trust, and the price of decisions? Here's the kicker. Zedekiah's reign wasn't just about political failure. It's a dramatic lesson about how even in the darkest moments, there's a chance to glimpse something bigger. If you're tired of feeling stuck or watching things fall apart around you, stick around. This chapter of history might just flip your perspective and reveal the unexpected power hidden in surrender and faith. Then, let's read the chapter together. During Jehoiakim's reign, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, invaded the land, and Jehoiakim became his vassal for 3 years. But then he turned against Nebuchadnezzar and rebelled. The Lord sent Babylonian, Aramean, Moabite, and Ammonite raiders against him to destroy Judah, in accordance with the word of the Lord proclaimed by his servants the prophets. Surely these things happened to Judah according to the Lord's command, in order to remove them from his presence because of the sins of Manasseh and all he had done, including the shedding of innocent blood. For he had filled Jerusalem with innocent blood, and the Lord was not willing to forgive. As for the other events of Jehoiakim's reign, and all he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the kings of Judah? Jehoiakim rested with his ancestors, and Jehoiakim his son succeeded him as king. The king of Egypt did not march out from his own country again, because the king of Babylon had taken all his territory, from the Wadi of Egypt to the Euphrates River. Jehoiakim was 18 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 3 months. His mother's name was Nehushta, daughter of Elnathan. She was from Jerusalem. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, just as his father had done. At that time the officers of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, advanced on Jerusalem and laid siege to it, and Nebuchadnezzar himself came up to the city while his officers were besieging it. Jehoiakim, king of Judah, his mother, his attendants, his nobles, and his officials all surrendered to him. In the 8th year of the reign of the king of Babylon, he took Jehoiakim prisoner. As the Lord had declared, Nebuchadnezzar removed the treasures from the temple of the Lord and from the royal palace, and cut up the gold articles that Solomon king of Israel had made for the temple of the Lord. He carried all Jerusalem into exile, all the officers and fighting men, and all the skilled workers and artisans, a total of 10,000. Only the poorest people of the land were left. Nebuchadnezzar took Jehoiakim captive to Babylon. He also took from Jerusalem to Babylon the king's mother, his wives, his officials, and the prominent people of the land. The king of Babylon also deported to Babylon the entire force of 7,000 fighting men, strong and fit for war, and 1,000 skilled workers and artisans. He made Mattaniah, Jehoiakim's uncle, king in his place and changed his name to Zedekiah. Zedekiah was 21 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 11 years. His mother's name was Hamuel, daughter of Jeremiah. She was from Libnah. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, just as Jehoiakim had done. It was because of the Lord's anger that all this happened to Jerusalem and Judah, and in the end he thrust them from his presence. Now Zedekiah rebelled against the king of Babylon. Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for his mercy. Hey God, thank you so much for opening my eyes through this study. I'm really grateful for the wisdom in these stories, the tough moments, the choices, the hope that never dies. Help me not just to read and understand, but to live out what you're teaching me every single day. Give me strength when I'm tempted to rebel against your plans, and courage to trust even when things fall apart. Walk with me, guide my steps, and help me turn this knowledge into real change. Amen. Now that you've journeyed through the reign of Zedekiah and the fall of Judah, it's time to ask yourself, what lessons are you carrying forward? Are you facing moments where rebellion feels tempting but wisdom calls for patience? Or maybe you're in a season of upheaval, wondering if there's a purpose beyond the chaos. The story of 2 Kings 24 isn't just about kings and battles. It's a mirror reflecting your own struggles and choices. So, what will you do differently today? How can you lead your own life with the insight these ancient kings couldn't always grasp? Don't just let this knowledge sit on the shelf, apply it. Dive into the Bible, read Jeremiah and Daniel, and watch how faith reshapes the impossible. What part of Zedekiah's story resonates most with you? Have you ever had to face a Babylonian captivity in your own life? Drop a comment and share your thoughts. Let's learn from each other's journeys. And hey, if this deep dive into 2 Kings 24 sparked something in you, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's so much more to uncover, and I promise, the best is yet to come. Stick around, and together we'll explore how these ancient stories can powerfully transform your life today. And, as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about the scriptures.